Hello everybody and welcome back to GOLDCREST Valley, or should I say a very snowy GOLDCREST Valley. Probably one of the only episodes from me that you'd actually want to watch in the highest resolution as possible, since the bitrate could be a little bit weird if you've got it fairly low. As you'll know that snow, or any kind of confetti, can really mess about with your video quality. So yeah, try and set it high if you can do. So, we have been tasked with the job of clearing the snow off the roads, and already it's proving to be a bit of a challenge since I am stuck. Yeah, the road is somewhere over here and I did just skid off. So what we're going to have to do is just try our best to get back on the road, and then we can go and clear our yard first of all, and then go into the town and make sure all of the back roads there are clear as well. Now there is a bit of a story behind this episode, and it's a bit of an unfortunate story really, because actually it was supposed to be much better than what it is going to be. Nothing like playing down an episode before you've watched it, but really it was all down to the machine we're going to be using for the snow ploughing. I did find some incredibly good snow ploughers and they looked absolutely amazing. I've even had them in game and they seemed to be fantastic, but they had one major flaw, and that was that they didn't plough snow. So despite them looking absolutely brilliant and everything, they were completely useless, which means I've had to sort of go for my last resort of getting the JCB with the silage leveler. Having said that, at least this is effective, and it is also quite a big machine, so it should be able to clear quite a large area in a small period of time. So yeah, Seasons isn't just a layer of snow put on the ground, it actually does make everything treacherous. It's incredibly slippery, and actually I'll probably say the tractors are worse affected than the lorry is. The lorry really doesn't seem to mind at all, but the tractors just skid about everywhere. So yeah, I suppose you've got to lower your tyre pressure to grip a bit more instead of just having them really inflated. Still, we don't have that privilege in Farming Simulator, so we're just going to have to live with what we've got here. But really, all I'm looking to do first of all is clear the top layer of snow. I think there are actually, yeah, there's 2 layers here. 2 layers of snow, because it's been snowing for days. We have had a lot, so this is going to be some quite deep stuff. It is snowing in the sheds, there's obviously not a snow mask on there, but it shouldn't matter too much. Anyway, at least this thing can actually move the snow. At least it would be able to if it wasn't so deep. It wants to be sort of angled in one direction. So yeah, maybe the yard is an area which is going to have to be left until the snow can properly melt. Tell you what I'm going to do is start going backwards and forwards over this, and I think probably once you've sort of got started with it, it should be dead easy, because you can keep lifting it up. Yep, that sort of thing. Basically the same as moving silage in the pit. Very, very similar. It's all good until you get a full blade of snow, and then you've got to lift up. Oh wow, this has been a very, very snowy day. I did say we might have our work cut out, but if only I had the snowplow, which I had downloaded before. It was one of those ones where it goes off to the side, so it wouldn't just keep pushing it forwards like the silage leveler. It would have actually slid off the side had it worked, and yes, we wouldn't have had to be challenged with the amount of snow piling up in front of it. It would have been a case of picking up momentum and flinging the snow off to the side, which would have just been absolutely perfect. Still, yeah, I don't think we're going to go too crazy with this area. Just neaten it up, because the priority is to make sure the roads are clear. Those roads are not good. I've just driven on there from the store, and yeah, it was actually not too bad up at the store, but further down, closer to the yard, it was terrible. Really bad. Yeah, we're sort of breaking through now with the first layer, so it's becoming more effective. There is a possibility that these sheds are actually sort of covering over this area. It's not getting as much snow. It's blocking the snow from falling. And we don't really want to push it all into here, because this is actually, although you wouldn't believe it, an entrance to our fields. You've got to admit though, it looks realistic where the truck has been driving. It's very good. Yeah, so we're going to go into the town, we're going to get things sorted there, because I think really it would be more sensible to leave this area just to melt, as we've had so much snow. So fold it up and we're going to have to try and get out of here. Don't tell me that has actually got stuck. Wow. Totally grounded on snow. Look at that, slipping about. Right. Yeah, so I did warn you, there has been a lot of snow. And it's still coming down fast. Probably the snowiest I've ever seen it in Farming Simulator. Come on then, you can do it. Let's go. Leaving some very nice tracks behind us. I would say there's definitely been at least 2 layers of snow put down. When I say layers, I mean 2 different days. They sort of pile on top of each other and keep building up. The snow really has come a long way since the early days of Farming Simulator. And you may think, what? What do you mean? Hang on, wait, this is not even a way. Yeah, snow has been implemented into various versions of Farming Simulator over the years. I think it was even in FS09, but the way it was done was ingenious, but obviously it didn't look like this. I think what happened was the entire map got covered in a layer of straw, which had been obviously just spread out everywhere. Then the snow was sort of implemented into the straw, so it didn't look like straw anymore, but effectively beneath it, it was straw, so you could bale it if you wanted to. So it was straw made to look like snow, and although that sounds just weird, it worked very well. However, it didn't look amazingly good. But even what I'm saying here is, even the early days of Farming Simulator have had snow put in by modders, and clearly it's just something which everybody has always wanted. But now with Seasons, it looks so good that I don't think anybody has to complain about snow anymore, because we've got it. This is what we need. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. Front wheels are in full lock. These are the roads we need to focus on, and actually I don't think it's going to be too hard. It isn't as deep here as what it was in the yard. So yes, if we can just park off the road somewhere. Oh no. Crikey, that'd be a claim for whiplash. I'm going to go up here next to the tennis court. Somewhere out of the way. Is there traffic? There really should be traffic. I would like to see what the traffic are going to do about this. Traffic is off. No way. That needs to be on. Yes. Let's see what they think about it. Will the traffic be slipping and sliding and crashing everywhere, or will they be sticking to their designated path? We will see. Oh, I can't be doing this. We just need to park up somewhere. Ooh, a street with nothing on it. Clearly our competitor has already been here. Sort of reminds me of Mr. Plow and the Plow King off The Simpsons. We are Mr. Plow. So, oh no, I've left a load of snow off the back of the truck on the trailer. Get that lifted up, that's for sure. Let's get it unfolded and we can begin. Now let's just hope this is going to be more effective than in the yard. Come on, you got to work. You've got to work. Don't tell me you can't clear the roads. We could do with the tyres. Oh, that's just weird. We could drive about with the tyres and clear it that way. It's being more effective than the Dozer. How weird. This is the issue I had with the other plough. Strange stuff. So, is it possible to clear the snow off the road? It is, but you can't clear it on the road. We learn something new every day. Well, it has to be said that you could actually just clear the entire road by driving over it. But don't worry, we won't be doing that. It would become a little bit painful. it would appear we can't even do it over at the store. So what I'm going to do is go and browse the internet, try and find some more decent mods. Wood Meadow Farm Modding probably has got some decent stuff, so I'll have a look over there and I will return. Hopefully we can use the John Deere, which I was talking about before. It would mean, of course, going back to the yard, since we can't clear the snow here, but if we can get our yard cleared, then at least we've done a bit of work for ourselves, and we'll have been able to explore some of the different mods available to us instead of just the silage leveler. So yeah, I'll go and do a bit of browsing and I'll see you in a second. Wow, have I found an interesting machine. This looks to be incredible. So I've not used it yet, first time I've actually got it. I think what we'll do is we'll keep the John Deere for another video, try and get some other ploughs as well. And yeah, is it possible to angle that front one? Oh, it is, but there is so much snow here that the whole machine is going a bit crazy. So yeah, wow. Onto the bridge. We'll have to lift up that plough, I think. Probably angle it to one side. But it's a very dynamic plough. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can actually also fit other ones to the front. There is a much bigger one, which we should probably get actually, but I'll probably do it in a future video when I've explored this a bit further. But yeah, look at this. We can angle it like this. I think we can also put it out to the side somehow. Might have to just find the control for it. There we go. Yeah, so you can sort of go to one side with it. Just going to have to reverse. But yeah, certainly quite an interesting thing. The Caterpillar 140M all-wheel drive. That is the only disadvantage with it. Sometimes if you zoom in too far, it can go a bit weird, but just don't zoom in too far and you'll be fine. And then we're back to the road where you can't plough the snow. So I think the best thing to do is going to be to go to the yard, and then we can obviously have plenty more horsepower behind the job, and we can get all that cleared. And then in a future video, I'm looking to probably use this again, but only in a better way. So have a much bigger plough on the front, do all that kind of thing. The other good thing about this plough is it's actually got some lights on the front, so you can have extra illumination, and I believe it also fits the trucks as well. It's not just for this cat. So obviously, yeah, wide range of different vehicles that you can use it on. Just noticed the hour meter going absolutely bonkers. The engine is like, oh no, I don't want to do this work, so I'm just going to fool you by making it look like I need a service. Anyway, here we are. So what we can do is clear our yard, and then yeah, in a future video what I'd like to do, as explained, is still do yards and driveways and that kind of thing, but only have a bigger plough on the front, because I think we've got plenty of horsepower here. There's no issues with the horsepower. It's just, yeah, we're being let down by the fact that the plough is not really that big. Having said that, it's still a good plough, just designed for a smaller truck. So let it begin. If I lower down the front one and tilt it off to the side, probably to the left actually, and then go to the centre one, lower that down, take that off to the left as well, then essentially what we should have here is quite a smooth operation. Look at that, it's taking the top layer off. Look at that. And then when we get to the bit here where we've already cleared, it should be able to disperse it a bit better. It's good. Very good. Right, back up. Just lift that front blade up a bit. And we can do it again. I think once we get through the top layer, it will become much easier. Blade needs sorting out. There we go. So that's that one, and obviously the one underneath. It's getting cleaner. We must just avoid the driveway, otherwise that could be a bit expensive. And it picks up speed well too. Right, you don't need to worry about where we're putting all this. We can obviously scoop it up later, or we could just allow it all to melt, which it should do in no time actually. As soon as the sunshine comes out, we should be good. Okay, this time I'm going for a full clean. We're going to have everything cleared in one pass. Are you ready? Get all that down, there we go. And yes, this needs to be, well, pretty much spotless. Not sure why I left that smear there. But the two blades are down, so that's good. It's certainly more effective than the wheel loader, that is for sure. They're both opposite to each other, these controls. The front blade, you have to pull the joystick down. The middle blade, you have to push it up. So, yeah. That's for the same control. So that's going to get a bit getting used to, but yeah, even so, it shouldn't be too difficult to control. Okay, clear it. Yes, there we go. The first section totally cleared. So many layers of snow here. I reckon we've probably built up even more layers since I started this episode. Right, that bit is looking good. The other thing I didn't mention as well is the amazing strobes this thing features. It's got some on the front of the cab, the top of the cab, and also on the back, and they really do look very impressive. So there you go, let's have a look at it. Wow, what a brilliant machine. Yeah, I mean, I think it might have been converted from 15 as well, so it's got a few little glitches, but on the whole it seems to be okay. As long as you get used to the, basically the zooming in and out of it, then you'll be fine. But oh look, it's snowed everywhere we've already been. We've got a lot of snow here. So I'm considering doing like episode 2 of this, but only next time. We're probably not going to use this grader. We're probably going to use the John Deere, as mentioned before, but with a really big plough on the front, and we'll probably put a weight on the back as well for traction. So it's just going to be like a sort of snow clearance discovering series, if you can even call this a series. I don't know if it's going to be. It's just sort of part of the mining series, where we do lots of various things on GOLDCREST Valley. But as you can see, quite a fun thing to use. Certainly something quite different as well. Love the strobes. They really do look good. If only every vehicle in FS15 or 17 could have had the option to have strobes fitted. Because obviously they have beacons, but yep, nothing like these. No LED strobes. So we're going to leave it there for today, just a bit of a trial video. If you've liked the video, thank you so much for your likes, and if you've disliked it, please post down below the reasons why so I can improve in the future. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video very soon. Until then though, bye for now.